All right, now we're on page number 3, question 4, continued, part C. This kind of looks like the one on the last page at the bottom, but this one, things are across from each other, and then here things are next to each other. So these two angles actually create a straight line together, so you can kind of like ignore that. And so we would write straight line or straight angle here. And then we know that a straight angle relationship would be supplementary. So then the equation we would write is that they add to 180. So 3x plus 8 plus 2x plus 2 equals 180. So then we're adding together the like terms. So the 3x plus the 2x there can be added. And then 8 plus 2, which is 10. And since they're on the same side of the equal sign, we're not going across the equal sign to move them. That means we don't change the symbol. So then we're going to continue to solve. So minus 10 on both sides to get the 10 over to the 180. So now it's 170 and then equals 5x. So I'm going to divide both sides by 5 to get x. So 170 divided by 5 is 34. Okay, and then the next one, this is called a triangle. Sorry, and the angles of a triangle are what we're going to use. We're going to actually use a couple of things here. So first we need to know what this is, but we do know that these two pieces are equal. So we kind of have this like line of symmetry here. So that is also going to be x. So I used the fact that it was like an isosceles triangle here. So and then I'm also using the angles of a triangle add to 180. So it's called triangle angle sum theorem. So I'm going to write we're going to write adds to 180, and then my equation is going to be x. So that x plus 2x minus 6 plus x again from here equals 180. And then we're going to simplify. So I'm going to put all the x's together. X plus 2x plus x is 4x minus 6 equals 180. And then we're going to move that 6 to the other side by adding it because that will undo what was done. So 4x equals 186. And then we'll divide both sides by 4. Sorry if that is hard to see. X is going to be 46.5. All right, so then number 5, it says, explain what you are doing when you find the perimeter of a flat shape. How is that different from finding the area? So that's going to be in your own words how you're describing this. But the main pieces that you need to kind of keep in mind are perimeter includes adding the outside pieces, and then area is the inside. So however you want to explain that, make sure you're putting this in your own words. Now, number 6, it says write an equation to solve for x. So that's kind of like part D right here, but it's just a little bit more, a little more going on in the picture. So all those pieces, 5x minus 3 plus 6x minus 10 plus 4x minus 2 should all equal 180. Just be careful, make sure you recheck what you wrote, make sure you're not missing anything or changing any symbols. So then we're going to do 5x plus 6x plus 4x, so 5 plus 6 plus 4 is 15x, and then negative 3 minus 10 minus 2 more. So that's going to be negative 15, and then equals 180. So now that we've simplified, and note that we didn't change any symbols because we were putting things together on the same side, combining like terms, so we didn't have to do that. So now we are changing symbols because we're moving across sides. So we're adding that 15 to both sides. So we get 195 on the right side. And then to get the x alone, we're going to divide both sides by 15. So x is going to be 13. Number 7, it says, are these lines parallel, perpendicular, or neither? So the really important piece that you're looking at is just the slope to determine that. So 3 over 5 and negative 5 over 2. So if they were equal here, they would be parallel, and that's not true. If they were opposite reciprocals here, they would be perpendicular, and that was flip and sign change, but that's also not happening here because there's no flip here. So it's actually neither. And then you can kind of talk about the reason why. It can be like it's neither of these. It's not actually equal. It's not flipping and having the sign change, but you want to give some kind of details on that.